Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a wee vlog. I'm not in sunny Tenerife, as you can see. I'm actually in a damp, dreich November day in Glasgow. And what I'm going to do today is give you a wee tour of where I work, which is the University of Glasgow, albeit part-time now, but as I said, I'm at the University of Glasgow, and this is the main building, which has been here since 1451. This is not going to be a normal little tour because I'm going to, being a member of staff, I'm going to be able to take you to places that some people will never ever see the light of day. But anyway, just follow me. In front of me there is the McIntyre building. That's where the Students' Representative Council are based. A lot of building work going on in the university just now, so just bear with me, please. They consider the main building to be the second best Gothic architecture after the Palace of Westminster, which, as you know, is the Houses of Parliament. I'll take you up to the cloisters, past the university shop, which is just in there. I'm trying a mic today, so hopefully it's working okay. Glasgow University actually has two museums. It's got an art gallery and the Hunterian Museum, which you'll see is advertised there. It's up the stairs. I'll show you that a wee bit later on. Okay, this is the West Quad, which houses the University Chapel, which is there. Any member of staff or past students or current students who want to get married can do so in the University Chapel. And this is the East Quad. We'll have a wee look in the chapel later. And I'm just going to walk through into the cloisters, which those of film buffs will have noticed it's probably appeared in quite a lot of films, including Harry Potter, Outlander, and what have you. And this is the university cloisters. Nice to see the festive lights are starting to come in. We're now coming into the East Quad, which houses two main halls, the Hunter Hall East and the Hunter Hall West. These are teaching spaces, also examination spaces, and they're used for wedding receptions and the like. These are mostly all offices now. They used to be all teaching spaces in the original format of the university. As you probably appreciate, it's grown with time. So they've had to add the modernity to the ancient. Some interesting plaques about. I won't linger long on them because they'll not be of much interest, but for Canadian views, this is a memorial stone in honour of James McGill, who studied here, and he was found in the McGill University in Montreal. And this is the main entrance to the museum, which you'll get a better look at in a minute. I hope this microphone's working okay. It's the first time I've used it. With a bit of luck it is. It's nice and quiet this morning because it's in between lecture times, so you don't get a movement of students around the university. I'm going to take you to the south portal, which is through these doors. On a decent day, you get a great view of Glasgow from out here. The building in the centre, just there, that's the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery. Looking down towards the Clyde. I don't know if you can see it, I'll try and zoom in. But through the trees there's the Finnieston Crane. And the dome building, that's the OVO Hydro, where they hold the concerts. I think there's tennis on there today, actually. The Billie Jean Cup. And if I look to the distance there, you're looking up towards Park Circus. There we are. It's absolutely pouring down, which is usual Glasgow November day. So I'll just go to the front quickly here and go back and show you the front face of the university, which you can see from basically all over Glasgow. Certainly the west side of Glasgow anyway. So if I come round, and there's the famous bell tower. They still have a lot of tradition here, like they ring the bell tower at 8:35 every morning, which was the old way of summoning students to get to their classes. Things have changed now. They get bleeps on their phones and goodness knows what else, but there we go. Right, I've come back through the south portal and I'm going to go up the main staircase. This is the main staircase. University crest and the carpet and the weave, and also up in the walls. You might find it's a bit dark in here, but this is the Turnbull room. It's a meeting room. And this is the Randolph Hall, leading to the famous Butte Hall. The Butte Hall is where all the graduation ceremonies take place. Named after the Marquis of Butte, of course. He donated the money to make this wonderful hall. And there's a huge pipe organ just at the top there. So this is the Butte Hall, set up just now for likes of an auditorium, but sometimes in here you get exam desks. That's what the extra chairs are for about. And obviously we've got graduations coming up, winter graduations. Really is a beautiful hall, as I'm sure you'll agree. As I say, access only at the moment to staff, so getting to see a wee bit of the university that not a lot of people see. Looking now from the balcony, looking down across the hall. This is the Senate room, which you'll notice, although it's in the traditional part of the building, has all been upgraded to give it a more modern look. And I'll go to the window over here because it should give us a decent view over the city and the West End anyway. Down towards Kelvin Grove Park, the Hydro there, SSC, the Armadillo, and Kelvin Grove Art Gallery. And I think you'll see in the distance the BBC Scotland studios in Glasgow. It's on the banks of the Clyde. There we go. Okay, we're back out into the cloisters. We'll have a walk round the east quad, into the west quad, and we'll see if we can get into the University Chapel. I'm sure we will. The memorial plaques are all the people that died during the two world wars that were actually university students or members of staff. The building on my left is the principal's lodgings at the university. And I'm going to come out into Professor Square. The reason why it was called Professor Square was in the onset of the university, all the professors of all the colleges all used to live and work in the square. So this is the other side of Professor Square. Numbers 2 to 12. As I said, that's where all the college heads and administrators all used to live and work in days of old. In the distance is the University Library. It's actually the biggest university library in Western Europe. All 14 floors of it, and each floor is allocated to a certain topic or subject. Coming onto University Avenue is the Wellington Church down there with the pillars. I'm looking down University Avenue. You'll see it's in between lecture time, so students are moving about. We've got 30, I think it's 34,900 students now at Glasgow. And my remit is the international students, which we have 7,946. I'm looking out at the Wellington Church. This is where a lot of the funerals are for Rangers Football Club. And looking towards a wee bit more the modern part of the campus, which stretches for probably about a mile and a half in both directions. Looking back at the University Gardens. Out the back of the Learning Teaching Hub now, we've got the Boydor building in front. The Queen Margaret Union. And see where you see the QMU signs there? That's Kudos, which is the sort of venue for bands, etc. I saw Simple Minds when I was studying here in 1977. Shows you how old I am. I'm just leaving the university now. This is Lilybank Gardens. Again, mostly offices, parts of the university, administration, etc. I'm going to head down here. A part of, it's not hidden Glasgow, but it is a certain part of Glasgow that probably not a lot of people know exists. This is the start of Ashton Lane. Great venue for students and a lot of other people who live in the West End as well. This is Brel's Beer Garden. Brel, the Belgian bar. We've got the beer garden and fire pit here. As we say in Glasgow, this is a really right dreich day. And we're just going to head into the lane now, properly. That's the back of the lane we just saw. And here we go. This is Ashton Lane, cobbled streets. Innocent Gun, the brewery and tap room. That's the entrance to Brell. I've actually filmed a lot of adverts in there for various beer companies, etc. Nice at night when they've got the canopy lit up, you'll see the streams of lights above. And this here is the Grosvenor Picture House, which had a big refit done during lockdown. And if you can see in, but there you go. One of the few picture houses where you can take in a bottle of wine and watch a film. This is the gardener. Now, I'm going to go upstairs. Hopefully I can show you inside. This is the upstairs of the picture house. Ginty McGinty's. Vodka Wodka. Back down the lane. This is the start of Ashton Lane. Great venue for students and a lot of other people who live in the West End as well. This is Brell's Beer Garden. Brell, the Belgian bar. We've got the beer garden and fire pit here. As we say in Glasgow, this is a really right dreich day. And we're just going to head into the lane now, properly. That's the back of the lane we just saw. And here we go. This is Ashton Lane, cobbled streets. Innocent Gun, the brewery and tap room. That's the entrance to Brell. I've actually filmed a lot of adverts in there for various beer companies, etc. Nice at night when they've got the canopy lit up, you'll see the streams of lights above. And this here is the Grosvenor Picture House, which had a big refit done during lockdown. And if you can see in, but there you go. One of the few picture houses where you can take in a bottle of wine and watch a film. This is the gardener. Now, I'm going to go upstairs. Hopefully I can show you inside. This is the upstairs of the picture house. Ginty McGinty's. Vodka Wodka. Back down the lane. This is the Grosvenor Cafe, which used to be the upstairs for the cinema downstairs, but it's now a wonderful cafe. Very art deco in here. It's kept a movie theme with the big floodlights, etc. This is the Grosvenor Cafe. Lovely wee sitting place up the stairs. It's where they have entertainment on as well. Bands usually up there or something. There we go. Nice place and great atmosphere. Kitchen's through there. There we are. That's the bar at the Grosvenor Cafe. Well worth a visit if you're in Ashton Lane. And to my left is the famous Ubiquitous Chip. Restaurant and bar, aptly named the pub. I think it's still probably not open yet, as we're a wee bit early. The Ubiquitous Chip used to be a famous watering hole of the late great Robbie Coltrane. In fact, I've been in there a couple of times when he's been in. And this is the Ashoka restaurant. That's the end of Ashton Lane. So I'll show you, give it a proximity to where it is. If you just walk down the entrance to the lane here, on the left is still the ubiquitous chip, the restaurant upstairs, and they've also got a terrace up on the roof for decent days, and the famous wee pub, which is a part of the ubiquitous chip as well. Only seats about 10 folk in there. And if you come down here, you come into Byres Road. And I'm going to end the tour today at the subway station at Hillhead Street. So you can get the subway out from the town centre, takes about 8 minutes, and that's you in the heart of the West End. Up to the top of Byres Road, you'll get Great Western Road, and across the road you get the Botanic Gardens. And looking down Byres Road towards Dumbarton Road at that end. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. It's probably not the best video in the pouring rain or dreich day in Glasgow, but it's a wee bit different from the Tenerife ones. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe. If you haven't already, tell your friends. Trying to build the channel. Thanks so much for watching. It's really appreciated. Bye for now.